Let's prepare our potatoes. First, carefully slice a small piece off the bottom for stability. Using a small lid as a helpful guide, let's make several deep cuts from top to bottom. Now take the pieces we cut off earlier and slice them into thin strips. Gently insert these small strips deep into the cuts we just made. This wonderful trick helps the potato open up beautifully while baking, ensuring a perfectly crispy and golden crust. Using a sharp knife, let's carefully trim away any parts of the strips that are sticking out. This is an important step as it prevents these thin edges from burning in the hot oven. Here is the beautiful result we are aiming for. Go ahead and do the same with the other 5 potatoes. If you find it a bit tricky, try using a small fork. It makes sliding the potato strips down to the very bottom incredibly easy. Now, let's carefully place our prepared potatoes into a baking mold. I am using a silicone mold here, but a standard muffin tin will work absolutely perfectly. Next, we will need approximately 60 grams of high-quality butter. Let's carefully cut it into 6 equal pieces. Now that our butter is perfectly portioned, let's return to the potatoes. Gently insert 1 piece of butter deep into the center of each potato. As they bake in the oven, this butter will slowly melt inside, keeping the potatoes wonderfully moist and incredibly flavorful. Wonderful! Let's take a small bowl and measure out 2 tablespoons of olive oil to begin. Next, we add half a teaspoon of salt. Add a small pinch of pepper, 1 teaspoon of sweet paprika, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. Finally, crush 2 cloves of garlic using a press to release all their wonderful flavor. It is time to blend our wonderful spices together. Mix everything carefully until you have a smooth, aromatic mixture. This ensures that every single potato will be coated evenly with our delicious seasoning. Let's return to our potatoes. Using a spoon, carefully place our aromatic spice mixture right on top of the butter. As it bakes, the melting butter will carry all these wonderful flavors deep inside. Now, take a soft kitchen brush and gently spread the spices over the entire surface of each potato. Take your time with this step. Brushing the seasoned oil evenly over the top and down the sides is the true secret to a perfectly crispy golden skin. Now, let us take about 150 grams of your favorite hard cheese and grate it using a fine grater. Here is a very helpful kitchen secret. If you place the cheese in the refrigerator or freezer for just a few minutes before grating, it will remain firm, will not stick to your hands, and will grate beautifully and effortlessly. Let's return to our potatoes. Carefully place a small amount of grated cheese on each one, adjusting the portion to fit the size of the potato. We want to create a beautiful, delicious cheese cap. Bake for 40 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. While our delicious potatoes are baking in the oven, let's move on to the filling. Take a frying pan and pour in 2 to 3 tablespoons of sunflower oil. Remember to let the oil warm up nicely so our ingredients fry beautifully instead of boiling. While we wait for the oil to heat perfectly, we have plenty of time to chop our onion. Take a medium onion and slice it into neat, uniform pieces, making sure they are not too small. Keeping the pieces relatively the same size is a wonderful trick that guarantees they will fry evenly, bringing a deeply savory flavor to our dish. Pour the onions into the heated oil. We only want to fry them lightly until they become soft and translucent. Stir them gently to ensure they cook perfectly. For our next step, take 1 small piece of chicken fillet and cut it into small, even cubes. Before you begin slicing, it is always a wonderful idea to pat the meat completely dry with a clean paper towel. Removing this extra moisture not only makes the chicken much less slippery and safer to cut, but it also ensures that the meat will fry beautifully and develop a rich flavor in the pan, rather than just boiling in its own juices. Now gently add the chopped chicken into the pan with our soft onions. Mix everything together very well. This allows the meat to instantly absorb that wonderful sweet onion flavor right from the start. Now, let us prepare 5 to 6 mushrooms. My favorite method is to slice the mushroom right down the middle first, and then cut those halves into small, elegant slices. This wonderful technique helps them cook evenly and look beautiful. Now, add the sliced mushrooms to the pan with our chicken and onions. Mix everything together thoroughly. Let it fry well until all the moisture from the mushrooms completely evaporates, leaving us with a beautifully rich and savory filling. Add a small pinch of salt and a pinch of black pepper. Now, gently stir everything together once again. Mixing well ensures that the salt and pepper perfectly coat every piece of our delicious chicken and mushrooms. For the final, beautiful touch to our filling, take a small bunch of fresh parsley and chop it finely. Adding fresh herbs at the very end of cooking is a wonderful secret. It brings a bright, vibrant color and a burst of incredible freshness that perfectly balances the rich flavors of our chicken and mushrooms. Add the chopped parsley to the pan and give everything one final mix. Immediately remove it from the heat. The residual warmth is more than enough to gently release the parsley's aroma without cooking away its vibrant green color. While the filling is still very hot, add the remaining grated cheese we prepared earlier. Mix it all thoroughly. The heat will melt the cheese instantly, creating a wonderfully creamy texture that binds all our delicious ingredients together. During this time, our beautiful potatoes have baked to a perfect golden brown. Now comes the best part. It is time to stuff them. I highly recommend using 2 small teaspoons for this step. Use 1 spoon to scoop up our rich, cheesy filling, and the other to gently guide it right into the center of each potato. This simple trick allows you to work very carefully, keeping the delicate baked layers intact while making sure each potato is generously and neatly filled. Bake another 15 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. While they bake, let's make a quick sauce. Add 3 tablespoons of sour cream to a bowl. Add 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise. Next, crush 1 clove of fresh garlic. It adds a wonderful, sharp kick that perfectly balances our creamy sauce. Or complete our sauce, take a small bunch of fresh dill and chop it as finely as you can. Dill brings a wonderfully bright flavor that pairs perfectly with sour cream and garlic. Add the finely chopped dill into the bowl with the sour cream, mayonnaise, and garlic. Stir everything together thoroughly. As you mix, watch how the rich ingredients blend into a perfect, smooth, and creamy sauce. Add a pinch of salt and black pepper to perfectly balance the taste. One last stir to combine all the flavors. Our fresh and delicious sauce is complete. It is the perfect finishing touch to this wonderful meal. A stunning golden crust on the outside, soft and fluffy on the inside, and topped with a savory chicken and mushroom filling. This combination of textures, enhanced by the cool, tangy sauce, makes every single bite absolutely delicious. Look at that texture. The golden crust breaks so easily, revealing the soft, fluffy center and that incredibly rich, creamy filling. The cool, garlicky sauce is the final touch that brings everything together beautifully. Give this recipe a try and let me know how yours turned out in the comments.